Okay, so a few drills for your pincha poses, which is what some of you have been asking for. So these are challenging poses. They really require you to be very still, very quiet in your mind, and they really invite you to not strive for the pose, but to really feel what's going on in your body, like the nuances, because being on balance in a pincha pose is the difference of being 1 millimeter here or there, and where your shoulders are in relation to your elbows, or where your hips are in relation to your shoulders. So it's really about, at this point in your practice, being able to feel your body and to be able to really understand the tiny nuances in your practice. So let's have a look at some drills that we can all practice just to build a little bit of awareness around those body parts. So we won't start at the wall. We're going to start on the mat here in our cat-cow pose. And we're just going to start with widening the shoulder blades. So I'm not doing a full cat where I lift my belly. My belly is nice and still. I'm focusing on spreading my shoulder blades open and closed. Open and closed. Scapular press. So I'm only focusing here on widening my shoulder blades and relaxing them. Widening and nice. And I'm pressing away from the mat as I do this, widening the shoulder blades and relax. And a wide and relax. Now we're going to go down onto our forearms as if we're doing a pincha pose. Now don't forget there's lots of different ways you can use the hands in pincha. So for now, just place your hands in front of your elbows, but if that doesn't feel good in your body, bring your palms together. And we're going to do the same. Widen the scapula and relax. And a wide and relax. And a wide and relax. Breathe in and relax. Breathe in, relax. Nice. Wide and relax. And a wide and relax. Now, as you're doing this, notice that as you widen the shoulders, your face comes further away from your mat. So notice what's going on as you widen the shoulder blades. I draw away from the mat. I widen my shoulder blades. It draws me away from my mat. Away from my mat. Nice. And just relax. Just bring your hands towards your toes. Let your shoulders be nice and wide here and soften. Relax your neck. Just roll the head from side to side. And you really can feel that even just after a few. Rolling up through the spine, taking your time. Now taking your block, we're going to press into the block. Bring the elbows together, and then we're going to lift the block up. So from here, I'm pressing into the block. My shoulders, my elbows are towards my body, and I'm going to lift up and down and up and down. Keep squeezing into the block. In and up and in and up and in and up. Keep squeezing into the block. Keep squeezing those elbows in. Up and up and down. Squeeze into the block. Squeeze the elbows together. Keep everything nice and parallel, tracking up and down. One more. Beautiful. Nice. Woo, you can feel that. I can feel that. Nice. Bringing your arms together, elbows together. We're going to lift the arms and we're going to just zip in the pubic bone towards your ribs. So we're starting to feel this alignment down the back that's nice and strong, nice and straight. Pubic bone to ribs. This again is another fundamental part in your pincha to feel that movement to the back. Palms together, draw the pubic bone towards your ribs. I'm going to inhale, lift the hands towards the back of your room. And out, and in, and down. Keep this nice and drawn together, breathing in, and down, and in, and down, and in, and down, in, and down. Woo! Nice. Now working on that flexion, coming up onto your hands and knees, lift the toes, breathing in. Into your puppy pose, you're going to walk the arms towards the end of your mat. Relax the toes. Just relax here, palms together. Lift the thumbs into the nape of the neck. Let the chest melt down into the mat. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out, just working on that flexion. Breathing in, breathing out. Beautiful, nice. Slowly coming up. Oh, it's made my nose itch. Now we're going to practice a dolphin and just walking the toes in and walking out whilst applying those drills. Widen the shoulder blades, press away from the mat. So we're focusing on applying those drills into the dolphin and walking the toes in, yeah? So looking at the hand position, your hands can be here, yeah, parallel, or that might be really uncomfortable for people. So you could link the thumbs. This is a really nice option, yeah? Or if that still feels uncomfortable, you can cross the hands. This is a little bit, you feel kind of more biased onto one side because it's the grounded hand that feels more secure. That's why I like to link my thumbs. This is actually how I learned it, linking my thumbs. And so you've got more of a triangular shape, so a bit stronger of a base. You could even hold the hands. This is another way I learned it as well. So you've got a real secure triangle. Yeah, so I want you to explore this dolphin in all of those different hand shapes and decide what's best for you. So we either have parallel, I'm going to link and I'm going to put the edge of my hand into the mat. I'm going to lift my pubic bone towards my ribs. I'm going to lift up, I'm going to look towards my toes and I'm going to walk in, widening my shoulders, and I'm going to walk out. I'm going to walk in, I'm going to widen my shoulders. And I'm going to walk out. I'm going to widen my shoulders. And I'm going to walk out. My head isn't touching the floor. And nice. And lower down. Now we're going to place the hands flat on the floor. Maybe you can link the thumbs if that feels better for you and your shoulders. We're going to lift the pubic bone towards the ribs. My shoulders become wide as I press away from the mat. I'm going to lift up. And I'm going to walk in. Nice. And we're going to hold here. We're going to look to the toes. Maybe you can come towards the toes and lower down. Maybe you can come to the toes, but don't worry if not. Just stay on the balls of your feet. Breathing in. Breathing out. Look at your in between your hands or towards the mat. Keep widening those shoulders. Nice. Now from here we're going to lift a leg. And lower. 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 We're going to come all the way down. Whoo, now you will feel that around the shoulders. Beautiful, nice. We're going to slowly come up there. And we're going to rest. And we're going to work those drills for a couple of weeks, build it into our practice, and just understand what's happening with the body so that the body becomes ready for Pincha. We're not pushing the body into a place that it's not being prepared for. So enjoy, leave some comments below, let me know how you're getting on, and we will continue this Pincha series together.